in Calamba where he was born. He had memories in Mount Makiling, Laguna de Bay, and Antipolo. At the age of 3, he knew the alphabet. He already know he can read the ABC and read the Bible at the age of 5. He already know how to read the Bibles by the influence of his mother. His first teacher, Doña Teodora, became close to his ayah who told him different stories. His ayah is his maid, personal maid, since Rizal is not physically blessed or she is weak physically. He is weak physically. Her parents hired a personal maid which named Aya. And every time Rizal refuses to eat his dinner, his yaya told stories like aswang, nuno, tikbalang, such stories in order for Rizal to eat his dinner. Next is when his mother had given birth to his sister Trinidad on June 6, 1862, when Rizal is 4 years old. Rizal accompanied his father to fulfill his mother's vow to Virgin of Antipolo by traveling from Laguna de Bay to Antipolo by means of Casco. Then, on the same day, after hearing Mass in Antipolo Cathedral, he and his father visited his Ate Neneng in Manila with his father by passing through Pasig River. Experienced the first taste of sorrow at the age of 4. His first sorrow is when when his sister died because of illness. Rizal and his family's first sorrow. Enjoyed watching their garden with different fruits and birds. Became interested in literature at the age of 8. The evidence that Rizal is interested or influenced or he already know how to wrote a poem at the age of 8 is sa aking mga kabata, the poem. It is a poem entitled Sa Aking Mga Kabata. But however, there is an argument that state na hindi si Rizal ang sumulat ng tula. According to historian Amber Ocampo in an episode of Howie Severino podcast, yung pinaka-quoted natin na quote kay Rizal yung ang hindi marunong magmahal sa sariling wika, masahol pa sa hayop at malansang isda, 'di ba? Yun pala, hindi naman pala yun kay Rizal. Nung inumpisahan kong i-research to, doon ko nakita na wala palang original manuscript ito at na-publish ito, patay na si Rizal. So, ayon kay Ambet Ocampo, this poem entitled Sa Aking Mga Kabata is not written by Rizal. And in addition, the letter K was not widely used in 1869 when Rizal was a child. Words were spelled with a C rather than K. So this is Spaniard colonization kasi. And at that time, they used C kesa sa K na word. And to the poem is full of K, which the two of them are for kalayaan. The term kalayaan as we know it today was not widely used in 19th century. In fact, Rizal first encountered the word in a summer of 82 when he was 21 years old in his letter. So at the age of 8, it explains that Rizal didn't know or didn't encounter the word kalayaan. So that according to Campo, that's the reason, or that's the evidence, the proof that the poem entitled Sa Aking Mga Kabata is not written by Rizal. Furthermore, wrote a Tagalog play that presented in Calamba Fiesta, since that Rizal is interested in writing because of the influence of his mother. Rizal wrote a Tagalog play that presented in Calamba Fiesta, and there is some of Rizal's sketches during his childhood. In terms of artistic talent, Rizal on his childhood showed several scenarios painted in oil colors. The new Bonner of Fiesta, because the original was spoiled, created a clay and wax figure of him, then laughed by his sister. Okay, created a clay and wax figure of him, then laughed by his sisters. Rizal made a statue of him when he was 8, and then nakita yon ng mga kapatid niya, and his sisters laugh at him, and then he vow, or nangako siyang, like sinabi niya na gagawan din ako ng statue ng mga tao sa susunod. And nangyari nga, kasi nga meron siyang monument right now. Rizal had been interested to magic as he learned various tricks, making coins appear and disappear in his fingers, making an handkerchief vanish in a thin air. Rizal gained skills in marionettes and hand shadow puppets. On this moment, also Rizal heard the story of the moot from the book El Amigo de los Niños that was told by his mother. Likewise, the tragic fate of the young moot, which died and a martyr to its illusions, left a deep impression on Rizal's mind. The story of moot, or the story of a young moot that Doña Teodora told to a young Rizal, has a deep impress on Rizal's mind. Because of this story, Rizal's learned how to obey his parents. Influences on the hero's body. Rizal also became interested in different fields, and speaking of hereditary influence, Rizal inherited his love for freedom, desires, travels, and indomitable courage from his Malay ancestors. Moreover, when it comes to environmental influence, he was influenced by his uncle Jose Alberto in sketching, sculptures, and paintings, since he was the one who taught him or influenced him in the fields of sculpture, in the terms of painting and drawing, is his uncle Jose Alberto, his mother's brother, his uncle. And also another brother of Doña Teodora, Gregorio, in the aspect of reading. Rizal's influenced by Gregorio in terms of reading, studying, in short. And Uncle Manuel in the field of martial arts. And his brother Prashana instilled his mind the love for freedom and justice, and the concept of scholarship and intellectual honesty was taught by Father Leoncio Lopez. After all, the aid of divine providence gave Rizal as a chance to be the pride and glory of his nation. As Jose grew older, his parents employed private tutors to give him lessons at home. The first was Maestro Celestino, and the second is Maestro Lucas Padua. Later on, an old man named Leon Monroy, a former classmate of Rizal's father, became the boy's tutor. This old teacher lived at the Rizal home and instructed Jose in Spanish and Latin. Unfortunately, he did not live long. He died 5 months later. After he lived on Rizal's house in order to tutor or to teach Rizal Spanish and Latin, he died because of his own illness. After Monroy's death, the hero's parents decided to send their gifted son to a private school in Binyan. And dito nagsisimula or dito magsisimula ang early education ni Jose sa Binyan. Okay. One Sunday afternoon in June 1869, Jose, after kissing the hand of his parents and therefore parting from his sister, left Calamba for Binyan. He was accompanied by Pasiano, who acted as his second father. The two brothers rode in a karumata, reaching their destination after 1.5 hours drive. They proceed to their aunt's house where Jose was to lodge. It was almost night when they arrived and the moon was about to rise.